Welcome to the Infection Tube. Today we will dive into the innate immune system. By the end of our video, we will all know about what is meant by innate immunity. What are its essential functions? What are the components of innate immunity, which include 1. Host components. 2. The microbiome. And finally, we will speak about innate versus adaptive immunity. Let's go. Did you know? We're living in a world where invisible enemies hide around us, here, and here, in every corner of our world, all aiming to invade our personal space down to every cell in our body. These unseen foes are microorganisms, tiny creatures on a mission to occupy our bodies as their own, because without us, they can't survive. Yet, there's no need to worry. We are well protected. Our bodies are equipped with an incredible, powerful defense system, called immune system, ready to battle the invaders at every turn round the clock. The immune system is classified into two main classes, the innate immune system and the adaptive immune system. Our first question is, what is the innate immune system? The word innate refers to something inherent, something you're born with. It's a quality or ability that's present from birth, not something you acquire through experience or learn over time. In other words, innate describes the body's first-line defenses that are natural and automatically ready to protect against invaders without needing prior exposure to them to spring into action. It is like the first responder, always on the scene immediately, offering a broad and immediate defense against invaders. It's the body's built-in security system, ready from the moment you're born. The second question is, what are the essential functions of the innate immunity? In general, the innate immune system protects our bodies during the time between microbe exposure and initial adaptive responses. If you're wondering how long it takes for a full development of the specific adaptive immune response after microbe exposure, the answer is days to weeks. Yes, that long. And during this time, bacteria don't pause their activities waiting for the adaptive immunity to catch up. Instead, they replicate every 20-30 minutes. Understanding this, you can truly appreciate the critical role of the innate immune system. It tirelessly works to bridge this time gap. Without its efforts, our bodies would become breeding grounds for hundreds of generations of bacteria before the adaptive immune system could effectively respond, potentially overwhelming it and causing significant harm. This is the general role of the innate immunity, but we can specify three essential functions. Function 1. Microbial Detection and Defense. This system is like the body's advanced surveillance network, constantly scanning for signs of microbial intruders. Using pattern recognition, do you know pattern recognition? We as Infection Tube will discuss in separate video. Function 2. Maintaining immunologic homeostasis. Imagine a well-oiled machine that not only fights invaders, but also knows when to calm down. The innate immune system balances the body's pro-inflammatory responses, which fight off infections with anti-inflammatory actions that help the body return to normal after the danger passes. In other words, it knows when to start and when to stop. This crucial balancing act ensures that our immune responses are strong enough to protect us, but not so aggressive that they damage our own tissues. And Function 3. Guiding the adaptive immune system. Beyond immediate defense, the innate immune system plays a critical role in orchestrating a more tailored and powerful response. It acts as a teacher, instructing the adaptive immune system on how to produce specific antibodies and mobilize T cells and cytokines against invaders. This ensures a more precise and effective long-term defense, preparing our bodies to better tackle similar threats in the future. Together, these functions of the innate immune system lay the foundation for a robust and responsive defense mechanism, crucial for our survival in a world teeming with microscopic threats. Now we finished answering the first two questions. Let's begin with the components of innate immunity. We have two components. The first is host components, which are intrinsic parts of a human's body and directly engage in defense against invading microorganisms. The second element is the microbiome, which refers to the community of microorganisms that live on and within the human body. These microbes are not produced by the body, that is mean it is extrinsic, but are acquired and maintained through interactions with the environment. Indirectly engage in defense against invading microorganisms by supporting the immune function and maintaining health by influencing immune responses and competing with pathogens. 1. Host components. These are ancient, found across all multicellular organisms, and serve as the first line of defense in humans, and can be broken down into 3 main categories. Barriers. 1. Physical barriers: skin, mucosal surfaces, and secretions like mucus, saliva, and tears that physically block or wash away pathogens. 2. Chemical barriers: antimicrobial proteins and peptides, such as lysozyme in saliva and tears, which break down bacterial cell walls. Cellular defense. I will collect in one funny mnemonic. My new dog now may eat banana indoors. 1. My for macrophages, engulf and digest pathogens. 2. New for neutrophils, also phagocytize pathogens. 3. Dog for dendritic cells, present antigens to T cells. 4. Now for natural killer cells, destroy infected cells. 5. May for mast cells, release histamine during inflammatory and allergic reactions. 6. Eat for eosinophils, combat parasites and have a role in allergic reactions. 7. Banana for basophils, participate in allergic responses and release histamine. 8. Indoor for innate lymphoid cells, involved in early immune response. Try to review it mentally now. Remember, we are talking about your new banana dog. Lastly, we will discuss the third category: the molecular defense. Wait, I will bring another mnemonic for this category. It is a pet and it is indoor. Police cats catch invisible ants always indoors. 1. Police for pattern recognition receptors, recognize pathogen patterns. 2. Cats for complement system, enhance pathogen clearance. 3. Catch for cytokines, regulate immune and inflammation responses. 4. Invisible for interferons, inhibit viral replication. 5. Ants for acute phase proteins, increase during inflammation to assist in pathogen elimination. 6. Always for antimicrobial peptides, directly kill pathogens. 7. Indoors for inflammasomes, activate inflammatory responses to pathogens. Now close eyes and remember it is about police cats. 2. The microbiome. Our bodies host a vast ecosystem of microbes that play a crucial role in our immune system. This microbiome: A. Protects against pathogen overgrowth. B. Influences the maturation of the immune response. C. Balances inflammation and immune homeostasis. The significance of any process or part within our body becomes profoundly evident through the lens of its malfunction. This is true when we discuss the importance of microbiomes. The moment of failure of function of microbiome is called dysbiosis. Do you know what dysbiosis? Dysbiosis, a disruption in the microbiome leading to a state where harmful microorganisms outnumber beneficial ones. The microbiome's impact extends beyond just immunity. It is linked to a range of diseases, influencing systems like the nervous system and playing roles in conditions such as obesity and diabetes. Remarkably, manipulating the microbiome through methods like dietary changes and fecal microbiota transplantation has shown promise in treating various diseases. Now, this section is also finished, including the host components and the microbiome. Lastly, we will discuss the difference between innate and adaptive immunity. Innate and adaptive immunity are 2 arms of our immune system that work in concert, but differ fundamentally in their mechanisms of pathogen recognition, basis of immune response, and response characteristics. When comparing the mechanisms of pathogen recognition, innate immunity operates through pattern recognition receptors that identify microbes based on molecular components unique to microorganisms. while adaptive immunity relies on unique personalized receptors on T and B lymphocytes that recognize a vast array of specific antigens. Regarding the basis of immune response, innate immunity is grounded in inherited genes encoding PRRs, allowing these immune responses to be passed from parents to offspring and to evolve through natural selection. On the other hand, adaptive immunity involves clonal expansion and affinity maturation, processes developed within an individual's lifetime, refining the immune response over time without genetic inheritance. Lastly, in terms of response characteristics, innate immunity provides a rapid, genetically encoded first line of defense, recognizing pathogens in a generalized manner. Adaptive immunity, however, offers a highly specialized, learned response that evolves to provide targeted defense against specific antigens, with memory cells ensuring faster and more efficient responses upon re-exposure to the same pathogen. That's a wrap on our deep dive into the world of innate immunity, our body's first and fastest line of defense. If you found today's exploration enlightening, don't just keep it to yourself. Hit that like button and subscribe to Infection Tube for more. But our journey doesn't end here. We've only scratched the surface. Stay tuned as we unravel the mysteries of every cell involved in innate immunity in exquisite detail. And yes, the adventure through adaptive immunity awaits. So, gather around, fellow seekers of wisdom, because knowledge truly is power. Equip yourself with it. Journey with us through these fascinating realms of health and science. Stay curious, keep learning, and together, let's unlock the secrets that empower our lives. See you in the next video, where we continue to unravel the wonders of the immune system.